So now we're ready for part 2 of our review of the Master Grade 1100 Wing Gundam series. So for our third mobile suit, we have here the Wing Gundam Zero version KA, or version K for other people say. So this was the first release. They also have this Endless Waltz version, but it has a different box design. So as you can see, the usual. Here is the Master Grade 1100 Wing Gundam version K. And let's check out the sides. There's the side design. Just like the Proto Zero, it has a white background for the designs here. There you go. So this time, let's check the catalog that's included in the box. As you can see, there you go. So this is the catalog or the manual on how you assemble the model kit. So let's open it, and there you go. You can see there, it's the Wing Gundam version K together with the Wing Gundam Zero and the slots, and the other mobile tools from Wing Gundam series, the Dead Sight, the Nataku, the Heavy Arms, and the Sandrock, all on their version K design. So let's open it up again. In the middle part, you'll see more details about the version K. And as you can see here in the bottom corner, there's the designer himself, Hajime Katoki. That's why it's called Gundam Wing version K, or Katoki, so short for Katoki. So, and the last part, here you see, it's bird mode and all the accessories included on the toy. So now let's check out the model kit itself. So here's the model kit itself, the Master Grade 1100 Wing Gundam version K. So as you can see, it has a very similar mold to the Wing Gundam Zero Endless Waltz version. They just changed the color scheme, and they include the shield and change the wings. And it also includes this very long rifle, which is a trademark of the author himself, Hajime Katoki. So here you go, the version K in the front view. Very colorful design indeed. And check out the sides. It has a very colorful and very well detailed wing. I hope they did much better here was that they just made this a little bit more compact, like you can fold the wings from here to the side, just like in the regular Wing Gundam, but instead they just put this hole, and it's just pretty solid, as you can see. Okay, so on the other side, let's check it out. There you go. You can see how very long this barrel is, and actually I am having a trouble holding this one up. Okay, there you go. So other than that, it's pretty similar to the Wing Gundam Zero and the sports version. There's no other gimmick here. Wings can fold just like and so, just like that. Head kind of limited motion because of this two shoulder pads, I think there, and because of the extensions on the face. So now let's try to change it on its bird mode. Okay, to transform this, we just check out the accessories first. So here you can see the very long rifle, a very different design compared to the other blasters of the previous Master Grade Wing Gundams. Still, it has these barrels, or like magazines. So what they did here was they put these 3 barrels here as replacements for these 3. Actually, they got 2 pieces for that, and it's a part of the transformation too. Now let's check out the shield. There you go. Almost similar to the Master Grade Wing Gundam, but it doesn't have this green sticker here, or nothing much going on with this. So on the other side, the beam saber is in the middle compared to the other wings, right there. So to transform this, we just have to attach this peg onto here. Yeah, you hear a snap like there. So there you have it. A very long front portion for the bird mode. Now as for the Wing Gundam itself, it's a pretty much of a simple transformation. The shoulders just slide out, and you got these wings. You just push it down forward. There you go. So it goes down the waist. The hands, they go to the front. So this have this claw-like effect. Then what you do here was you put this in here. There are pegs in there, so it has to go just like here. That's so. And the other one, there you go. So it forms this sort of looks to me like a landing gear for the Wing Gundam. And then what's cool about this is this blue part here actually hides the head itself. So what we do here was just hide the head, and then we just snap it right there. There you go. You hear a snap, so that means it's okay. So as you can see, it has a very long barrel, so it's much more longer than the Master Grade 1100 Wing Gundam in terms of its length. The wings, well, almost larger or lengthier than the Master Wing Gundam itself too, probably because it's so solid and you cannot extend it more. So on the bottom part, the face was pretty well hidden, so these things turn out to be a landing gear. On the sides you go, pretty solid. So there you have it, guys, the Master Grade 1100 Wing Gundam version KA or version K. So guys, we're on the 4th review of Master Grade 1100 scale, and now we go here, one of my favorites, the Bandai Gundam Fenice Rinascita Alba. So this is a Bandai edition and a custom-made mobile suit for Riccardo Fellini, the pilot of the original Gundam Fenice in the Gundam Build Fighter series. So if you can recall, the Gundam Fenice is green colored. So this time they made a custom-made Bandai edition wherein it has the color of the original Wing Gundam. So as you can see, here's the other portion of the box. It's pretty empty since it's a Bandai release. Okay. So now let's get over with its catalog. There you have it, the Fenice Rinascita Alba. In the front, it has, like I said, the Gundam Wings color, and at the back you can see a more clear detail of what the Master Grade kit looks like. Unfortunately, the content of the catalog are just all instructions on how to assemble it. There's no other details involved since it's a Bandai edition. So let's get over with the actual model kit. So here you have, guys, the actual model kit, the Master Grade 1100 Fenice rinascita alba. So as you can see, it is very well detailed and well crafted, and it has a very distinct feature compared to the original Wing Gundam. It's more of like, for me, it's a fusion between the Zeta Gundam and the Wing Gundam. So as you can see in the front, the head sculpt right there, it reminds me of the Zeta, and I just panel line it so it can have a more detailed feature. Okay, so let's check out on the sides. It also has a very different shield again, more like of a fusion between the Gundam Wing and the Wing Zeros, but this time it has a blue shield. The first Wing Gundam that has a blue shield, actually. So at the back you see a new wing set for its gimmick. So to do that, right there, extend it. So if you notice here, in my last video, I was complaining about the version Ka wing set because it's pretty solid. So what they did here was they removed the solid portion here, so you can actually make this more compact, and it really works for me. Okay, so good job, Bandai. Anyways, so on the other side, here's the beam rifle. If you look close here, it will remind you of somewhat of the Gundam Wing's original blaster, but we'll check on that later when we check out its accessories. There you go. So overall, this is a must get for Gundam collectors, especially the fans of the Wing series and the build fighters, of course. Some just buy the original Fenice and then they actually paint it blue, but if you notice, if you have the Fenice, it has a very different design, not the same mold as the Fenice. So that's it for the other features. So let's get on its bird mode. Let's go with accessories. So let's check out the shield first. The first blue shield, it has a yellow fin on the side protruding upwards and at the bottom. There you go. So this time, instead of a sticker, they made a clear plastic to make it more a realistic version. So good again, Bandai. And you have a upper fin here which you can goes down and up. So that's for the shield and the blaster. So it's like a new similar way somehow. So what's cool about this is that it can separate into 3 portions. So let's start it up right there. So like I said earlier, this is a reminiscence of the original Wing Gundam blaster, though you cannot, oh yeah, you can still remove the small 3 barrels there. And then the other part, you can separate these two just like that. So you have a like a mini, what do you call this gun, somewhat like a gun, a mini gun. And then the other part, actually this is a saber. When you put this gun here, you can put a saber on it in here. So all in all, they combine into one huge barrel for the Fenice rinascita. So for the chit-chat mode, for this one, you don't have to put the blaster here. It is as it is. Okay. So as for the model kit itself, typical Gundam wing. Rotate the head backwards. So the wings do open up like that, and this red here It's either you can put it like that, or you could just leave it that way. I think I'll leave it that way so it has a more of a tail effect. Okay, so for the hands, just rotate it, so, and then the usual, attach the shield onto its back. You can mount this here. There you go. Here a snap, and there you have it. The wing Gundam Fenice Rinascita Alba on its bird mode. So from the previous Gundam wings, you have to rotate the waist, but in this portion, this model kit, you don't have to, because of the thrusters here, exposed thrusters. You can see that there. So of all the bird mode, I think this is the coolest for me. Aside from its blue color, it has a very perfect bird type jet mode, very proportionate compared to the other wing Gundam. Now the nearest design comparable to here is the wing Gundam Zero, so it's not lengthy on the side nor the front either. Plus it has this blue shield, so more like a fine detail. It's all blue part here. So on the bottom, there you go, head is tucked away inside the side here. So there you have it, the master grade Fenice Rinascita Alba on its wing. I just want to shout out to the following persons: Tita Jocelyn Lopez de Leon, Vince Hernandez of Perpetual GMA, Eric Castañeda of Izer Zone Toys and Collectibles, thank you for a wonderful transaction, and Miss Rochelle Espino of Untitled Southwoods here in the Philippines. Thank you all for subscribing, and for those who haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and see you next video. Ciao!